Welcome, Chinooks fans, to Mulcahy Stadium. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are only through half of an inning as the game started at 6:15 due to a previous game. The Pilots were playing the Oilers here before us, so we had to wait a little bit for that game to conclude. But we had some internet issues here at Mulcahy, and we hope that they are fixed. So we should be good to go. It is 0-0 as we go to the bottom of the first as the Bucs come to the plate. Leading off for the Bucs is going to be number 23, Cole Carlin. This one's lifted high and out of play. There was no runs on no hits, no errors, no one left on base for the Chinooks in inning number 1. The pitcher today for the Chinooks is Aiden Ray. Ray is out of State College of Florida, and he is a local kid from Anchorage, and he has not had an appearance yet this year for the Chinooks. He is 6'3", 175. It is now 1-2 to Carlin. This one's lifted out of play for ball number 2. 2-2 now to Carlin. So I'm hoping everything works smoothly and we don't have any issues with the stream now, but I know that there could be. This one is ripped into the gap by Carlin for a base hit. So it is 1 on with nobody out now for the Bucs.
With that single brings to the plate, catcher on the US.
It's going to bring up Andrew Lamb, the catcher for the Bucs. Andrew Lamb going to step in now to face Ray. And I apologize for not having too much in the way of stats for the Bucs as we were trying to sort out the technical difficulties, as even having a stream comes in priority to getting stats. So apologize again for that. Pitch from Ray. That one, it'll be high for ball 2. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now to Lamb. Ray comes set. After he checks first. Kicks and deals. Runner goes. And that one will bounce off the glove of Eisenagel. And Carlin will hold at second. Thought about going for third after he was already stealing and got to third or second. He could have gone for third, but he decided probably very wisely to hold up. So at 3-0 now, Lamb will dig back in. He's ahead in the count. Ray checks second and delivers. That one thrown over the heart of the plate for strike 1. It is 3-1 now to Andrew Lamb. Thank you to Mrs. Cole telling me that she can hear me loud and clear, and big thank you as well for helping us get this stream up and running. We may not be on the air right now without her. So it is a full count to Lamb as the pitch comes from Ray. This one lifted high into the infield. Zalaika underneath it for out number 1. There's 1 down and 1 on. It'll be Cole Carlin on second as Ryan Callahan steps in now. Callahan batting third today in the Bucs lineup and playing left field. Callahan is He is from Wichita, Kansas. As that pitch was in there for a strike. That one swung on and missed. So Ray is ahead now, 0-2 to Callahan. Catching for the Chinooks today is Dusty Eisenagel, 1 day removed from getting engaged. He proposed to his girlfriend last night. That one is going to be foul. So the count will stay at 0-2 to Callahan. So he'll see the 0-2 pitch again. As I was saying, he got engaged last night, proposed to his girlfriend as she threw out the first pitch at Lee Jordan Field, and Eisenagel came out to take the picture with her and dropped to a knee, and obviously she said yes. So a very happy moment for the two of them last night out in Chugiak. So no balls and 2 strikes to Callahan again after that one's fouled back. Aiden Ray checks second and delivers. That one dribbled softly down the first base side, and Jacob Hayes will pick it up and bring it on himself for out number 2. So the runner Carlin will move on to third after that. And it'll be 2 outs now, bringing up the cleanup hitter, Josh Hankins. Josh Hankins. He is out of Gonzaga University. From the windup, he will put that one high and inside. So it is 1 ball, no strikes now to Hankins. This one is dribbled on down to the third baseman, Jaffe. Throw is high, and it pulls first baseman Jacob Hayes off the bag. So he will be safe, and we have a base hit for Josh Hankins, and it will drive in Cole Carlin from third. So the RBI single for Hankins makes it 1-0 Bucs. And that will bring up Max Ross. This one thrown on over to second, not in time, as Hankins will get credited with the stolen base. No balls, 1 strike to Max Ross. Pitch inside for ball 1. So it's 1-1. Now to Ross. Pitch is low and in the turf. Chinooks infield playing fairly standard, although first baseman Jacob Hayes playing pretty deep. Outfield playing standard depth as well. Ray comes set, checks second, kicks and deals. Runner goes to third, and there won't even be a throw over. So that is going to be a very easy stolen base for Josh Hankins. He gets all the way over to third after his single in the last at-bat. So he's now stolen 2 bases. Aiden Ray, product out of Diamond High School. From the windup, delivers. That one is fouled back at us here in the press box, just to my left. It is full. Now to Max Ross. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on. And he nearly tried to steal home, as that one's low for ball 4. So Max Ross will trot on down to first with the walk, as there are runners on the corners now. It'll bring up Peyton Knowles. Peyton Knowles playing second base today. Knowles also out of Gonzaga University. Same as his teammate Josh Hankins, who is standing on third. Pitch. Dribbled over to Hayes for the third out of the inning as he grabs it himself and takes it on over. So that's going to do it for the first inning. There was 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. That'll do it for inning number 1. And we'll head on to the top of the second where the Chinooks come back to the bat. We'll be back here in a moment on the Chinooks Network. Leading off for the Chinooks here in the top of the second is number 16, Louis Zalaika. Zalaika comes into this game batting .269 with 11 RBIs and 28 hits. This is his first at bat in this one. He is batting cleanup today for the Chinooks. Pitch is high. The pitcher for the Bucs is number 33, Garvey Rummery. Garvey Rummery, hometown of Brea, California. He plays ball for San Diego State University. That one is low for ball 1. So it is 1 ball and 1 strike as the first pitch did find the zone, apparently. So Rummery has 4 starts, 2 wins, and no losses. He has pitched 23 1/3. As that one found the zone for strike 2. He's given up 10 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of them earned for a very incredible ERA of 0.39. Having pitched 23 1/3 and having only given up 1 earned run is very impressive. That ball is lifted into right field and will be caught by Riley Hunsaker for out number 1. So Garvey Rummery, a very dangerous pitcher for the Bucs. Not somebody you want to see if you're the Chinooks on the mound, but it's what they got today. And so they're going to try and put some barrel on the ball and see what they can do. It'll bring up Jordan Jaffe. Jaffe is batting .237 on the year with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. This one swung on and going to drop for a base hit as it was lined right over the head of the first baseman, Cole Carlin. So it will be 1 on now as Jaffe reaches on a single for Oliver Degenhart. 1 out and 1 on. He'll stand in now. He's batting .214 on the year with a home run and 13 RBIs. Rummery will check first base and deliver. This one high and outside for ball 1. Rummery comes set and throws on over to first, just trying to keep Jaffe close. So it's 1 ball, 1 or no strikes, 1 out, runner on first. The third baseman for the Bucs. Whoa, that bat sent on over into the Bucs dugout. So that bat went flying. He swung with some authority there, and it didn't go the way he planned. He missed the ball, and the bat went as well. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out, as Degenhart will have to put some more grip onto that bat and step back into the box to see the 1-1 pitch. And he will come back in now, ready to go. As I was saying, the Bucs third baseman playing very shallow in front of the bag, almost all the way in front of the dirt section of the turf. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike now for Degenhart, as that one missed inside. Gets the sign from his catcher, Andrew Lamb. Delivers. This one swung on and missed by Degenhart. So it's 2-2 now. Bucs outfield playing standard depth and straight up. The 2-2 pitch from Rummery. He's taking his time on the mound, but now will deliver, and that is not the swing he wanted. It was kind of, yeah, he'd just like to have that one back there. There's not a whole lot else to say about that. He kind of just looked like he was checking his swing and just kind of came through with it. It's one of those ones where his elbows were still touching his sides and just swang through with it. Just one of those ones you move on from. Just go on to the next at-bat. Nevertheless, a strikeout for Degenhart, and there's 2 down. It brings up number 3, Brady Groves. Groves, the left fielder, hitting .158 on the year with 6 RBIs and 9 hits. He'll throw on over to first. Just doing his routinely check on Jordan Jaffe. Chinooks going to try and do their best to not strand Jaffe, as there is 1 on with 2 out. That pitch low and inside, as Groves goes ahead in the count now at 2-0. Rummery with a very close stance up there on the mound. That one missed outside this time, so it is 3 balls and no strikes to Brady Groves. Groves finds himself ahead. See if he can get the green light here. And he'll take that pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Just a fastball right where it needed to be. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Jaffe on first. Not much of a lead. Pitch fouled off behind him. So it is a full count now to Brady Groves. The Bucs wearing their black and white and gray camo jerseys with the yellow Bucs lettering and numbers across the front. The same camo patterned hat with white pinstripe pants. Chinooks in their navy blue jerseys with red Chinooks across the front. as this one is fouled off. Red front paneled caps for the Chinooks as opposed to their white front paneled caps. And it's going to be their gray pants with the blue stripe down the side. Pitch from Rummery. Swung on and fouled back once again. So Groves is going to have to step back in to see the full count pitch one more time. Score 1-0 Bucs after they're able to get one in the first inning of play. Rummery he really takes his time on the mound. He likes to get set, and not really the best friend of pace of play, but he is posting a 0.39 ERA, so you can't really say anything about it. The full count pitch. It is fouled off again. So, once again, Brady Groves is going to have to see another one. Keeping Jaffe on first. Rummery gets a sign that he likes after shaking his head and waving off a few of them. Pitch comes. This one swung on and missed. That will do it for the top of the second inning. The Chinooks will strand one as there was no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on base. We head on to the bottom of the second where the Bucs look to extend their 1-0 lead. We will be back in just moments. We're back here in Anchorage, where leading things off for the Bucs is number 10, Dylan Maltby. Dylan Maltby, the designated hitter. He will stand in now against Aiden Ray. Local kid against local kid. Both from Anchorage. Dylan Maltby went to South Anchorage High School. Aiden Ray from Diamond High School. That one is high for ball 2. So it's 2 balls and no strikes to Dylan Maltby. Ray from the windup delivers. That one a slider outside for ball 3. So it's 3-0 now to Maltby, who finds himself ahead in this count. And the pitch. That one over the middle for strike 1. So it's 3-1 now to Dylan Maltby. That one in there on the heater. So that will move the count to full. After being down 3-0 in the count, Ray has fought his way back. Here's the pitch. This one swung on and missed. So, what a resilient effort from Aiden Ray to get the strikeout. He came all the way back from down 3-0 and got the K. It'll bring up Riley Hunsaker. Hunsaker playing right field today for the Bucs. That pitch missed for ball 1. Hunsker out of USC, University of Southern California. So it is 2 balls and no strikes now. He's going to stand in. The third baseman, Jordan Jaffe, for the Chinooks, playing very far off the base. Almost halfway. I would say he's a third of the way over to second base, which you don't see too often, but you can do that with nobody on base, as there is 1 out and nobody on. It's 3-1 now to Hunsaker. That one. Did he go? Yes, he did. So it is a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, as Ray has worked himself back again from down 3-0. The windup. Pitch. This one is ripped into the middle and just gets by a sliding Zalaika for a base hit. So Hunsaker aboard with a single right up the middle above the head of Ray and past the outstretched glove of Zalaika. It's going to bring up the 9th hitter, Will Burns. Burns is playing right field today and wearing number 9. So the throw on over to first in time for out number 2. And excuse me, he actually plays shortstop, not right field. It's my mistake. So 2 outs now and 1 on, and the runner, Hunsaker, will advance to second on the ground out. Burns will go down on the ground out. It's going to bring us back to the top of the Bucs order with Cole Carlin. Cole Carlin, he had a single to open up the game for the Bucs. Ray will fire that one, and it's fouled off. So no balls and 1 strike now to Cole Carlin. That ball hit the literally the front of the roof here below the press box of the grandstand. So that was very impressive, honestly. He could never have done that again if he tried. And there will be no play. That's going to be a base hit, as this one was hit very hard at the pitcher, high above his head. He was able to get his glove on it, but couldn't make a play. And so that is a base hit for Cole Carlin. He is now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. It's going to bring us now to Andrew Lamb, who is 0 for 1 with a flyout last inning. It is going to be Hunsaker on third after he advanced, and Carlin on first. Runners on the corners for Lamb. Pitch down the middle for strike 1. Lamb will step back in. See the 0-1 pitch now. Ray checks first and will step off and throw over to first. Not near in time, but he's just trying to keep Carlin close, as Carlin's got a decent lead over there. And the runner will go. Throw on to second, not in time. And so that will be a stolen base for Cole Carlin. Runners on second and third now, as both runners are in scoring position with 2 outs. Aiden Ray to get the sign from catcher Dusty Eisenagel. From the windup, kicks and deals. That one just inside for ball 2. So it's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. Now to Andrew Lamb. Pitch high for ball 3. So Lamb is ahead after that ball. Bucs looking to try to extend this lead as they have runners in scoring position. That one low, and it will load them up for the Bucs. A walk will send Lamb over to first. And catcher Eisenagel will go have a little discussion with Ray. And give him a little encouragement, and we're back to baseball. So Callahan will swing and miss on the first pitch to him. So it's no balls and 1 strike to Ryan Callahan. Callahan is 0 for 1 with a ground out last inning. Pitch will be high for ball 1. One and one now. As that pitch over the plate will be strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ryan Callahan. He's got bases loaded with 2 outs. Takes that pitch high for ball 2. So it is 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are filled up with Bucs. From the windup, Ray will deliver this one foul. So we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ryan Callahan as he steps back in. Pitch from Ray is driven to the second baseman, who will not be able to put his glove on it. Runners will come home to score from second and third, and a little bit of an error there. Oh, the runner will hold at third. Thought we might have another runner trying to come home and a play at the plate, but will smartly hold. Nevertheless, it is 2 runs across on that single that could have easily been a ground out. Just couldn't quite get the leather on it. And so it was Hunsaker and Carlin that came home to score on the 2 RBI single from Ryan Callahan. Pitching coach Kyle Peets comes out to the mound to have a discussion with pitcher Aiden Ray. So Lamb will be on third and Callahan on second. It is only a single for him, but he reached second because there was an errant throw. And so there was an error which caused him to get to second, but the hit itself will be a single. So runners on second and third with a 3-0 lead. That one is fouled into the plate and back for Josh Hankins. Hankins is 1 for 1 with a single last inning. Pitch from Ray is lifted high into the air. Pitcher Ray will. There was a bit of confusion between catcher Eisenagel and Ray, both of them saying, I got it, and then no, you got it, and then I got it, you got it. Eisenagel took control, though, and put the squeeze on it for out number 3. So that will do it for a chaotic second inning for the Bucs. Bucs will get 2 across on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We'll head on to the top of the third where the Chinooks come to the plate in just a moment. Leading off for your Chinooks, here is number 22, Sam Kwapnowski. Kwapnowski comes into this at-bat batting 177 with 4 RBIs and 11 hits. It's his first plate appearance of the game. We are here at Mulcahy Stadium in Midtown Anchorage. Garvey from the windup will deliver that one on the ground over to second, thrown on to first in time, as that will retire Kwapnowski on one pitch. The throw was in the dirt, but got there in time as he was able to field it very quickly. It is now the designated hitter, Peyton Neiman. Peyton Neiman only has about 5 at-bats on the year, so he's hitting 0.000 as an average, but he has a good number of walks. I believe he has 3 walks on the year in 5 at-bats, so he's getting on base. And he is normally a pitcher, for those of you who did not know, but manager Tim Cole got him in the lineup tonight as the DH. 2 balls and no strikes to him, as Rummery will deliver that one down the middle for strike 1. So 2-1 now to Neiman. Pitch is low for ball. The scoreboard says strike 2, but I did not see that call. Looked like a strike to me, so we'll go with 2-2. This one is just lined over to the second baseman and throws in time for out number 2. So another ground out to the first or second baseman, as there are 2 down now with nobody on for Eisenagel as we come back to the top of the Chinooks lineup. Dusty Eisenagel will face Rummery now for the second time to this game. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Eisenagel 0 for 1. This one is lifted high into the infield. Third baseman underneath it for out number 3. So that's going to do it. A very quick top of the third inning for the Chinooks as the Chinooks go down in order 1, 2, 3. There was no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We'll head on to the bottom of the third where the Bucs come to the plate. We'll be back in just a moment on the Chinooks Network. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage, Alaska. Leading off for the Bucs is going to be number 26, Max Ross. Ross is 0 for 0 today in today's game. He has a walk. That was back in the first inning of play. Aiden Ray still on the bump for the Chinooks. Here to open up the third inning. It is 1 ball and no strikes as that one missed low and inside. He delivers from the right side of the mound. 2 balls and no strikes now to Ross as he goes ahead in this at-bat. Pitch. High and well inside as Ross had to do the limbo to get out of the way of that one. So 3 balls, no strikes, as it is a hitter's count for Max Ross. Ray delivers. That one high. So 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls. It will send Ross on down to first base. And it brings up Peyton Knowles. Knowles is 0 for 1 with the ground out in the first. But there is 1 on and nobody out, as Knowles has a chance to keep this inning going. Runner goes. There will be no throw, as it is a easy stolen base for Max Ross. The Bucs are starting to run all over the Chinooks here. They are just going. Once they get on first base, it is an automatic green light, essentially. And that's not what you want if you're the Chinooks, but it is what is happening. They're not even attempting to throw them out. It is 2 balls and no strikes now to Peyton Knowles. It is Ross on second with nobody out. So there's a runner in scoring position for Knowles. Is that pitch inside? No. Eisenagel framed it, and framed it well. So it is strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, as Eisenagel does his job very well there. Pitch from Ray, outside, high and outside for ball 3. Ray gets the sign and comes set. Checks second and delivers. That one, again, high and outside, same spot, and that will put Knowles on first on balls. So runners on first and second now with nobody out. Bringing up the designated hitter, Dylan Maltby. Maltby is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the last inning. It is Ross on second, Knowles on first with nobody out. After a little conversation between Ray and Eisenagel, we are ready for the pitch to Maltby. Bunt shown, bunt fouled off. So it's no balls, 1 strike now to Maltby. Maltby will step back in to see the 0-1 pitch. Comes set, delivers. That one a strike. Another very nice job by Eisenagel to frame that pitch, as you don't normally see that happen to where he's able to frame it from a ball to a strike, but he's done it twice now, as the count is 0-2. That one inside, says the umpire. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. See, that one looked even better than the one that was just called a strike, but my opinion doesn't matter. That one's lifted high into the infield. And Hayes will call off the pitcher, Ray, and it is out number 1. Hayes was able to make the grab, and that will send Maltby back to the dugout on the pop fly. It's going to bring up Riley Hunsaker. Hunsaker, he is 1 for 1 with a single, which he scored on last inning. Ray looking at second, delivers now. That one, a ball just outside. It is on the white of the other batter's box. Opposite Hunsaker. Ray comes set. And delivers. That one well in the other batter's box. And it is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 now to Hunsaker, as he'll stand in. Runners on first and second as the pitch comes. That one high and away, so it is 3 balls, no strikes. And Hunsaker is out in front. It is Ross on second, Knowles on first. Both reached on the walk. Stolen base for Ross, but it He would have ended up on second anyway after the Knowles walk. That one, a slider that found the zone for strike one. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Ray checks second, delivers that one inside, and that'll load him up for the Bucs. Once again, the Bucs have the bases loaded, and there's only 1 out. Bringing up Will Burns. Will Burns is 0 for 1 with a ground out last inning. And here comes pitching coach Kyle Peets and the infield to have another discussion with Aiden Ray. We'll go quiet for a moment while that goes on. We're back where Burns will step in now to face Aiden Ray. Ray delivers. This one swung on, missed. And that is a nice rebound after the conference on the mound. So it is no balls, 1 strike as Ray gets him to swing and miss. Here's the next pitch. That one will find the zone again on a slider. So quickly, Ray will rebound and find himself ahead now, 0-2. Pitch inside across his feet. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It is lifted behind the plate for a foul ball. So it is 1 ball and 2 strikes as the count stays that way. Ray delivers. This one swung on and missed, as the umpire says it was a foul tip into catcher Eisennagel's glove. Either way, it is a strikeout. Number 23, Cole Carlin up to the plate. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, and he scored on both. So already a very nice day for Carlin. That one is high and outside for ball 1. Carlin steps in now with the bases loaded and 2 out. Pitch from Ray. Right down Main Street. So it is strike 1. Count is even. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off behind him at the screen. So the count moves to 1-2. Cole Carlin, a very, very good and capable hitter, as he has the bases loaded and the potential now to do a lot of damage. Carlin is batting .306 on the year with 2 home runs. He'll dribble that one over to the shortstop, Degenhardt, who flips it on to second in time for out number 3. So that will do it for the 3rd inning of play. We head on to the bottom, or excuse me, the top of the 4th, where your Chinooks are back to the plate. It was no runs on no hits, no errors, 3 stranded. We will be back in just moments with more Chinooks baseball. We're back here at Mulcahy Field in Midtown Anchorage. Leading off for the Chinooks is number 15, Jaden Hill. Jaden Hill, this will be his second time to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the first. Hill came into today batting .243 with 7 RBIs and 25 hits. Garvey Rummery out for his 4th inning of work as he delivers a strike swinging to Jaden Hill. So 0-1 now. The pitch, a curveball that just fell out of the zone. Couldn't get Hill to chase, so it's 1-1 now. From the windup, Rummery. Big swing and a miss from Hill, so it is 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Rummery, he's proven that he has the stuff to make you miss. As that is strike 3, swinging. So that is a quick strikeout for Rummery, and will send Hill packing. Brings up Jacob Hayes now. Hayes is 0 for 1 with a flyout. Looking to try and get something going for the Chinooks as they are being shut down by Rummery. But that is not new, as that is pretty much the case for everybody who Rummery has faced. That one driven for a base hit above the head of the third baseman. And that'll be a stand-up double for Jacob Hayes. Very nice work. A beautiful liner that got down in fair territory and rolled into deep left field. So a very nice piece of hitting for Jacob Hayes. Gets the Chinooks in business with a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. They're only down 3, so they are still in this thing. If they can strike now, the Chinooks are able to possibly climb back into this game for sure. Rummery will check second as Zalaika comes to the plate. Louis Zalaika will see that first pitch outside for ball 1. Louis is 0 for 1 with a flyout as well. So he's looking to try and keep it going. He'll check second and deliver. That one high for ball 2. So Zalaika's going to step back in to see the 2-0 pitch as he's ahead now. Rummery will get his sign from the catcher, Lamb. He'll come set and check second. Kicks, deals. That one dribbled, chopper over to the shortstop. Thrown over to first in time for out number 2. It will advance Hayes over to third. So if Jaffe's able to come up with a hit, we will put a run across. But Zalaika is going to be out number 2 for the Chinooks. It brings up Jordan Jaffe. Jaffe is 1 for 1 with a single. That was back in the 2nd inning of play. Rummery from the windup delivers. Curveball that misses just outside for ball 1. Not enough break on it to find the zone. Although it was a good pitch, just couldn't get Jaffe to chase. Rummery, heater down the middle, lined over to third, and the throw is in time for out number 3. A well-hit ball that just was ripped right at the third baseman. And that's how it happens sometimes, as there will be no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base for the Chinooks. We'll go on to the bottom of the 4th, where the Bucs get the chance to extend their lead. We will see you back here in a few moments. Andrew Lamb to lead off the bottom of the fourth for the Bucs. He comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 with a walk and a flyout. So he'll step in now against Aiden Ray, who comes out to try and put the Bucs away in his fourth inning work. This one lifted high into left field. Underneath it's Brady Groves for out number 1. And it is going to be 1 out, nobody on now for Ryan Callahan. Ryan Callahan is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. He's looking to put one on now for the cleanup hitter, Josh Hankins. Hankins is 1 for 2. The pitch to Callahan misses outside for ball 1. So 1-0 now to Callahan. That one is going to find the strike zone. Another great framed pitch by Eisenagel. He is having a very nice day behind the plate. Pitch from Ray. That one will find the zone again on a little bit of a curveball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes as Ray is winning this at-bat right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes as the count moves to even. Callahan. We'll see the 2-2 pitch. Here it is. It is driven. High drive into deep right field. It is caught by the right fielder, Sam Kwamnowski, just in front of the warning track. That one leapt off the bat, but just kind of died at the apex and fell into the glove of Kwamnowski. Still a well-hit ball, but it is nevertheless 2 outs as it brings up Josh Hankins with 2 outs and nobody on. That ball found the zone for strike 1. As I mentioned, Hankins is 1 for 2 with a flyout and a single. That pitch low for ball 1. Low and inside. That one driven into deep left field. Groves will not get there, and that one is gone over the fence for the solo shot. It is Josh Hankins, the cleanup hitter, belting one over the left field fence. That will extend the Bucs lead to 4-0. He'll step on the plate and head on back to the dugout where he will receive some high fives and fist bumps from his teammates. Big home run from Josh Hankins. That one is not too much more than a morale booster as it only put across 1, but that was still a fun moment if you're a Bucs fan. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Max Ross. (4-0) now, Bucs. Pitch from Ray is lifted high into the infield. Jaffe underneath it in foul territory, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. So we will head on to the 5th inning of play, but the Bucs are able to strike on the home run from Josh Hankins. There was 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. That will conclude the 4th inning, and we head on to the top of the 5th. We'll be back in just moments with more Chinooks baseball. Back at Mulcahy Stadium, it is Oliver Degenhart. He leads off for the Chinooks, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. We're here now in the 5th inning where the Chinooks try and cut into this Bucs deficit, or this Bucs lead, excuse me. As the Bucs lead at 4-0, bunt shown by Degenhart. And that pitch found the zone anyway. It is no balls and 1 strike now to Degenhart. Pitch from Rummery. Beautiful curveball. Dirty curveball that found the zone for strike 2. So it is no balls, 2 strikes now to Degenhart, who is down in the count. Pitch from Rummery. It is chopped foul down the third base side. So we'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes to Degenhart. As I was saying, it is 4-0 Bucs after the solo shot from Josh Hankins extended the lead in the bottom of the 4th. It was a well-hit ball that cleared the left field wall just over the head of Brady Groves. Brady Groves knew it was gone and didn't make a play on it. I thought it had a chance from the moment it went off the bat, but I also thought the ball hit by Callahan had a chance to go out, and it was caught right in front of the warning track. So it was back-to-back big shots for the Bucs as Degenhart went down swinging. We'll bring up Brady Groves, that left fielder for the Chinooks. That one, a strike from Rummery. From the windup, Garvey Rummery delivers it high for ball 1. Needless to say, the Bucs are putting together what they need to on offense in a variety of different ways. Via the long ball, the steal, small ball, just good old singles, base hits, driven through the gap. They're doing it all today. That one inside to Groves as the count moves to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rummery moving his strikeout count up. He is at 6 strikeouts at this point. Sam Kwapnowski at the plate now for the Chinooks. After Groves goes down, Kwapnowski is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Pitch finds his own for a strike. So it's no balls and 1 strike to Kwapnowski. Pitch from Rummery. Swung on and missed as the count moves to 0-2. Rummery is ahead. After already having a very nice inning, he's looking to get Kwapnowski as he thinks it's done. And yep, that is it. It is a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for the out number 3. Kwapnowski didn't like the call, but it is what it is. And we head on to the bottom of the 5th where the Bucs come back to the plate. It is no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for the Chinooks. We'll be back in just a moment where the Bucs try to extend their lead. We'll be back on the Chinooks Network in just a moment.
Bucs in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Leading off for the Bucs is number 25, Peyton Knowles. Knowles is over 1 with a ground out and a walk in today's contest so far. It is still Aiden Ray on the mound for the Chinooks. Chinooks are looking to get as many innings out of people as possible, the people who don't normally pitch, as we're coming down to the end of the season, and the normal starters have used up most of their innings for the summer. They'll get a few more here and there, but for now, we come to the part of the year where we just try and find anybody we can to get innings out of. And we got a local kid who is willing to pitch and coming in against his hometown Bucs to get some outs for us. That one dribbled on to second in time. On the throw from Zalaika to Hayes for out number 1. So Knowles goes back to the dugout after he grounds out. Bring up Dylan Maltby, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. 1 out, nobody on for Maltby. Pitch from Ray. That one high on the fastball. So 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch. Same pitch as it was a high fastball again for ball 2. Same spot. So the 2-0 pitch to Maltby. And that one is in the zone. So a little bit of east-west movement on that pitch as it found the top of the zone for strike 1. That pitch high for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Dylan Maltby as he stands in now. From the windup, he delivers. That one in the dirt. So Maltby will take first on the walk. He'll bring up Will Burns. Burns 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Chinooks outfield playing pretty straight up and standard as their infield is doing the same, except for Jordan Jaffe, the third baseman, pretty far in as he was early in the game. Like I said, about a third of the way over to second base. No balls, 1 strike to Will Burns after that pitch found the zone. Throw over to first. Not in time, just trying to keep him close. That is Dylan Maltby over on first. It's Riley Hunsaker at the plate. Will Burns is on deck. I think I misspoke earlier. And they're going to try and go over to second. Throw over to second. Will peg him in the foot. So that will be safe as the throw from Hayes hit the runner, Knowles, in the cleat. So it is no balls, 1 strike, and he will advance over to second on the errant throw. Over to first. And excuse me, that is Maltby on second. I am messing up those names. I will get it straightened out. No balls, 1 strike. Now to Riley Hunsaker, who comes to the plate. Now 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. That pitch outside as it is now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hunsaker. Will Burns is on deck. Dylan Maltby on second. Pitch hits him. So Hunsaker will reach on the hit by pitch. So he's been aboard every single at-bat now, 3 different ways. So it's Maltby on second, Hunsaker on first. Bringing up the shortstop, Will Burns. Will Burns is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Aiden Day trying to get the Chinooks out of this inning. Big swing and a miss from Burns. He was swinging for the fences on that pitch. And it is now 0-1. Coming set is Day. Or Ray, excuse me. That one swung through again. He'll swing at 2 high pitches for 2 quick strikes. He's down now, 0-2. He delivers. This one swung on and missed. So 3 straight high pitches, 3 straight high swings for Will Burns, and that will do it for him. It'll bring up Cole Carlin as we go to the top of the Bucs lineup. He is 2 for 3 with ground out and 2 singles. Runners on first and second. It is Maltby and Hunsaker with 2 outs now. Ray trying to get out of this inning. Pitch. Slider. That will go in for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Checks second. Steps off. Carlin's going to shake it off now and step back in to see the 1-0 pitch. Pitch from Ray. Curveball in there for strike 1. Nice pitch there from Aiden Ray. It is a cloudy day here in Anchorage. Pleasant temperature for baseball, though. Not too hot, not too cold. Around 65 degrees. That pitch was in there for strike 2. He will check second and deliver. That one high for ball 2. As the count goes to even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. As Cole Carlin steps in. Pitch comes. It is popped. Back foul right above my head here in the press box. That one was popped really straight back and very high. As it is now 2 balls, 2 strikes again. As the count remained. Pitch from Ray. Outside. So it is full at 3-2. Maltby over at second. Hunsaker at first. After regaining his composure, Ray will step back onto the mound. Get the sign from Eisenagel. Come set. Check second. Kick and deal. That one in there. That'll be strike 3. So Ray gets out of it. No damage done. No runs on no hits. No errors. 2 left on base. We go on to the 6th inning of play where the Chinooks lead things off with Peyton Neiman for his second at-bat of the game. We'll be back in just a moment. Leading off for the Chinooks, as we come back to Mulcahy Stadium, it's going to be number 11, Peyton Neiman. There is a new pitcher on the mound for the Chinooks, or excuse me, for the Bucs. But I'm trying to see his number, as the black and white camo jerseys are very cool looking, but they make it very hard to see what number it is with the yellow numbering. Big swing and a miss from Peyton, and it is 0-1 now to him. I'm thinking it is number 16. So we will see who that is. That's a grounder to the shortstop, thrown over to first in time for out number 1. So Neiman goes down early, and it'll bring up the top of the order with Dusty Eisenogel for their third trip to the plate. Eisenogel 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a fly out. So number 16 looks like Eli Lipinski. Lipinski, local kid from Anchorage, Paradise Valley College. And it is indeed Eli Lipinski. He has 7 appearances, all in relief. That is strike 1 to Eisenogel. So 1-1 now to Dusty with 1 out and nobody on. Pitch from Lipinski. Did he go? Yes, he did. So it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't think he went from my vantage point here in the bird's eye view press box, but first base umpire says he did. And again, that's what matters. That one's outside for ball 2. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count moves to even. As I was saying, Eli has no starts, so no wins, no losses. He's pitched 5 1/3. That one's high to Eisenogel as the count moves to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's given up 4 hits on 3 runs, all of them earned, for an ERA of 5.06. Pitch comes and is lifted into shallow left field and will be caught for out number 2. That was Ryan Callahan coming in on it to make the play. So Eisenogel flies out, and it brings up Jaden Hill with 2 outs and nobody on. Hill is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So looking to try and get anything going now. He comes set. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. It is no balls and 1 strike. Lipinski comes set after getting the sign from Lamb. Kicks and deals. This one is in the zone. Finds the bottom portion for strike 2. Hill down in the count now quickly. 0-2. He comes set. Nobody on and 2 out. Here's the pitch. It is fouled off back. So it is 0-2, and we'll do it again as the count stays. Infield playing pretty deep. Outfield playing standard to shallow. 0-2 pitch. Outside, well outside in the other's batter's box for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jaden Hill. Jaden Hill came into the game batting .243. Needs a hit here to keep from dropping. That pitch inside as the count moves to even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs for 2s across the board. Chinooks down 4-0. And the pitch from Lipinski. Inside as the count moves to full. So now Jaden Hill will step in and see the full count pitch. Lipinski trying to get out of this inning in a 1-2-3 inning in his first, and it looks like he will as this one's popped up. He calls off the catcher, but it is indeed the third baseman who will make the play. It was Josh Hankins who caught that one for the third out. So there was no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on for the Chinooks. We'll be back in a moment where we have more Chinooks baseball for you. New pitcher on the mound for the Chinooks is going to be number 11, Peyton Neiman. He's doing double duty today. He's playing designated hitter and coming in to relieve Aiden Ray. Leading off for the Bucs is going to be number 8, Andrew Lamb. Lamb 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts and a walk. Neiman, he is no starts, all of his action in relief, but he's credited with 1 win. He's pitched 21 1/3, given up 24 hits, 14 runs, 12 of them earned. That one in there for ball 1. ERA of 5.06. Plays ball for Arkansas Pine Bluff. His hometown is Wichita, Kansas. He stands in at 5'11", 185. It's 2 balls and no strikes now to Lamb. So the 2-0 pitch from the windup. Low, as it is quickly 3-0 now to Andrew Lamb. Andrew Lamb wiping his hands off on the turf. Seen that twice now from him. An interesting little thing he does. And that is 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls to Lamb. So Neiman going to need a little bit of time to settle in. It's looking like. So 1 on and nobody out for Ryan Callahan. Callahan, deep fly ball back in the 4th inning as he was caught out. And he had a single in the 2nd and ground out in the 1st. So he is 1 for 3. Pitch from Neiman, just low for ball 1. It's going to be Lamb on first, nobody out. Callahan See the 1-0 pitch now. Neiman gets the sign. Comes set. Neiman steps off now. Had some issues with the mound here at Mulcahy. There was a game before us. It was the Pilots against the Oilers, and we'd have a big break to fix the mound. There, about a 20-minute delay in the middle of the game. So we're hoping we can get through this one without any issues with it. 2 balls, no strikes. Says the scoreboard, but umpire says 1-1. Runner goes. Throw over to second. Is it in time? Yes, it is. So that is going to be it for Andrew Lamb as he's caught stealing. Neiman hadn't even thrown the ball, and Lamb went. Neiman just twirled around and threw on to second baseman Zalaika. Got him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard says 2-0. Umpire says 1-1. That is what matters, so it is 1-1. Pitch, dribbled on the ground over to second. Zalaika throws over to first in time for out number 2. So it is 2 down now after Lamb was caught stealing. It'll bring up Josh Hankins. Hankins is 2 for 3 with a single flyout and that big home run in the 4th inning. Hankins looking to try and crank out another one of those here with nobody on and 2 out. That one over the heart of the plate for strike 1. A little bit of a breaking ball as it is 0-1 now to Hankins. Hankins batting right-handed against the righty, Peyton Neiman. That one low for ball 1. So 1-1 now to Hankins. From the windup, Neiman delivers inside and low. That one hit the turf. Eisenagel able to stop it. Doesn't matter though anyway, as there's nobody on base. 2 balls and 1 strike now for Hankins. Neiman, that one bounced at the chest of Eisenagel. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Neiman all smiles after that one. Cracking a little joke with the home plate umpire. 3-1 now for Josh Hankins. It's always nice when the weather does not change in baseball. As long as it's playable weather, it is nice when it's just, you know what it is. And I have been staring out at this sky for all game, and there has not been a cloud even moving. It is the exact same cloud pattern here in Anchorage. It is just holding. Kind of dark overhead and a little bit of light out in the distance. But fairly warm, not too cold, but not hot. As it is, again, lovely baseball weather. Kind of a weird mist this morning in Anchorage. And low-hanging clouds, weird mist, but it cleared up. And we have perfect baseball weather. Pitch from Neiman, low. So it is 2 balls and no strikes. It was Hankins that walked in the last at bat. Bringing up Max Ross. 2 balls and no strikes to Ross. As Eisenagel will go have a little conversation with Neiman on the mound. Trying to get out of this inning now. Try and finish up the 6th. As there are 2 balls and no strikes. Ross. See the 2-0 pitch from Neiman. He comes set, delivers. Swung on and missed. So it is 2 balls and 1 strike now for Ross. Nice pitch there from Neiman. A little breaking ball that caught him swinging. The runner goes. Eisenagel throw on to second, not in time. So that will be a stolen base for Josh Hankins. Hankins has had a lot of success on the base paths today. That is, I believe, his 3rd stolen base of the game. He singled back in the first and stole second, then third. He almost decided to try and steal home, but held up, and probably a smart decision as he would have been caught. But that'll walk Max Ross, and so the stolen base is essentially for nothing for Hankins, but, you know, goes down on the stat sheet, and it's fun, I guess. But it is 2 on now with 2 out. As just moments ago, it was nobody on and 2 out. But now Peyton Knowles is 0 for 2 with a walk, and he comes to the plate, able to do some damage with a runner in scoring position. No balls and 1 strike now to Knowles. After that one found the zone. Neiman comes set from the stretch, kicks, deals, low. Runner will hold. Thought about going over to the third, but wisely chooses to stay at second. Count is even now at 1-1. That one bounced off the plate. Handled well by Eisenagel. Could have been a lot worse. Neiman, the runner, nearly went. So Hankins is an aggressive base runner, to say the least. He did that exact same thing in the first inning going home. That was ball number 2 outside. And he's jumpy, twitchy, aggressive, whatever you want to call it. A little trigger happy. However you want to put it, he is that. That one gets away from him. So it is runners on third and second, as he is threatening to go home if Eisenagel couldn't handle it. But it's runners on second and third now, with Hankins on third, Ross on second. 3 balls, 1 strike to Knowles. That one low, so it'll load him up for the Bucs. 3 straight walks, as Peyton Neiman is going to have to try and find the strike zone here. Eisenagel will come out to the plate, or excuse me, the mound, to have a discussion with Neiman. Just try and calm him down, help him get their signs on the right page, and try and help him find the zone. It'll be Dylan Maltby at the plate now for the Bucs. Maltby 0 for 2 with a strikeout, flyout, and a walk. Walk came in the last inning of play. And conversation concludes, and now manager Tim Cole comes out to the mound to have a chat. And so we're going to go quiet while that happens. We will be back in just a few. And we're back where there is a new pitcher for the Chinooks. It is Nolan Livesey. Number 14, Nolan Livesey has 6 starts on the year, 3 wins and 2 losses credited to him. He's pitched 35 1/3. He's given up 33 hits, 19 runs, 17 of them earned. It makes up an ERA of 4.33. As Dylan Maltby comes to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 out. That was the end of Peyton Neiman's night as he loaded him up on walks after recording 2 quick outs. Livesey will probably just try and get out of this inning and probably pitch 1 more. And I think then his night will be done no matter what. So I would be shocked if you saw him in the 8th. 1 ball and no strikes. That one's in there for strike 1. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Maltby. Livesey, hometown of Englewood, Colorado, plays ball for Metro State University. Stands in at 6'2", 185. That one, he did not go as the appeal down to the first base umpire goes. He says no. 2 balls, 1 strike to Dylan Maltby. Bases loaded, 2 out. Livesey kicks and delivers that one high for ball 3. So with 3 balls and 1 strike, you really just don't want to see a runner walking across the plate, but it's what you got to be careful with. That one is low, and that will send Lamb across home on the walk. Excuse me, not Lamb. Lamb was caught stealing. It is Hankins across home plate. It is Ross to third. Knowles to second. Maltby over to first. 1 ball now, no strikes to Riley Hunsaker, who is 1 for 1 today with a single walk and a hit by pitch. It is now 5-0 Bucs. Pitch from Livesey is outside. So 2 balls, no strikes. Hunsaker. See the 2-0 pitch from Livesey. Kicks, deals that one. A strike down the middle. Two balls, 1 strike as Hunsaker steps in. Livesey comes set. And here's the pitch. That one is a strike as it was a heater right over the heart of the plate. So it is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. As we see 2s across the board, bases loaded for the Bucs. Pitch from Livesey outside as it is now a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Livesey now comes set. Delivers the 3-2 pitch. That one. Did he go? Yes, he did. So that is going to do it. Livesey gets out of it. And it is 1 run across on no hits. It was 5 walks in the inning, but no hits and no errors, 3 left on base. The Bucs manager coming out to try and argue that call, but it is going to move us to the top of the 7th. No matter what, as he's not going to be able to win this argument. And we'll go on to the 7th inning where the Chinooks come to the plate in just a moment. Leading off for the Chinooks is going to be number 32, Jacob Hayes. Hayes is 1 for 2 with a double and a flyout. He's going to try and get something going for the Chinooks as they are down 5-0 here in the top of the 7th. Defensive substitution for the Bucs. It's going to be in at third base, Robert Vandergriff. In for Will Burns. Pitch from Lipinski, who's still on the mound, is inside for ball 1. 1-0 now to Jacob Hayes. Hayes playing first base tonight. Lipinski kicks and deals. And did he go? Yes, he did. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Hayes. Getting the sign is Lipinski. He comes set. Kicks and throws. That one swung on and missed. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Hayes. Hayes will fix his gloves and get ready for the 1-2 pitch now. It's Louis Zalaika on deck for the Chinooks. Also due up is Jordan Jaffe. And that'll do it for Hayes as he swings through that one for strike 3. So Hayes down quickly. Zalaika up to the plate, 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out for him in today's game. Lipinski getting through these batters quickly so far. As he is now 4 straight outs. Strike 1 delivered to Zalaika. That one found the bottom right corner of the plate. Stepping in is Zalaika to see the 0-1 pitch. Lipinski comes set. Kicks, throws, swung on, missed. And it is now 0-2 to Zalaika, who's down quickly. Chinooks needing something if they want any chance in this ballgame. It's not a huge deficit, but definitely a comfortable lead for the Bucs, but it is surmountable. As the pitch comes, swung on, missed again. Bat flies out of his hands, and that'll do it. 2 quick strikeouts for Lipinski, as it is 2 out, nobody on, with Jordan Jaffe coming to the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Jaffe has one of only 2 hits for the Chinooks today. Great work by Garvey Rummery to start out the game, and Lipinski has continued it in the turf for ball 1. Jaffe, see the 1-0 pitch now. This one fouled off into the parking lot. 1 ball and 1 strike now for Jaffe. That one leapt off the bat, just not in fair territory. Pitch comes. So that one found the zone in the top right corner of the strike zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jaffe. Lipinski comes set. Here's the pitch. That one outside. It was in the other batter's box, so it is 2 balls, 2 strikes as the count moves to even. Lipinski gets the sign, comes set. Delivers that one. This one is golfed high into shallow center field. Caught by the second baseman, Peyton Knowles, for out number 3. So that is a quick 7th inning for the Chinooks as they go down 1-2-3 in short order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base for the Chinooks. We go on to the bottom of the 7th where the Bucs have a chance to extend their lead. Enjoy your 7th inning stretch here as we'll come back after that. Leading off for the Bucs will be the new defensive substitution, Robert Vandergriff. Vandergriff, he is batting. He has no appearances, actually, yet this year. There are no stats on him. So, that is all we know. Hometown of Buckley, Washington, playing third base right now. The number 3 I have on the roster is not Robert Vandergriff, so he is indeed a new addition to the Bucs roster. No balls, 1 strike to him, as it is still Nolan Livesey on the mound for the Chinooks. As I said, he will probably pitch this inning, and then there will be a new pitcher. There is someone in the bullpen. It is, looks like Shane Steffen. We'll see if, yep, it is Shane Steffen in the bullpen warming up. No balls, 2 strikes to Vandergriff, as Livesey's ahead. That one outside for ball 1. Be good to see Shane Steffen potentially get some action on the mound. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Vandergriff's first ABL at bat. It will be a strikeout. So we go back to the top of the order for the Bucs with Cole Carlin. Carlin is 2 for 4 with a strikeout, ground out, and 2 singles. He scored on both of his singles early in the game. Pitch from Livesey, grounded into the middle between first and second, and he'll have a base hit. So Carlin now 3 for 5 with 3 singles. That is going to boost his already nice batting average of .308. Up to the plate now is the catcher, Andrew Lamb. Lamb 0 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 flyouts. Carlin on first with 1 out. Livesey gets the sign from catcher Eisenagel. Throw on over to first. Not trying to get him, just keeping him close. Livesey checking first and delivering. That one outside for ball 1. Lamb steps in to see the 1-0 pitch. This one is driven into left field. Underneath it, no. Brady Groves can't get there, and that will be a double. Coming home. Throw on the home plate, not in time. And so that will be an RBI double for Andrew Lamb. Score is 6-0 now, Bucs, with 1 out.
Now by number 17, Ryan Callahan.
Ryan Callahan comes to the plate now, 1 for 4. 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a single for him. It is the runner Lamb on second. Carlin scored from first. 6-0 now, Bucs. That pitch missed for ball 1. Livesey comes set. Checks second, delivers. That one Might drop for a base hit. No, it is just foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike, as the count is even. Callahan will step in to see the 1-1 pitch. One's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Runner on second is Andrew Lamb after his RBI double. Pitch from Livesey, right down the center of the plate for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Livesey trying to get out of this inning without any more damage done after 1 came across on the double from Lamb. Livesey checks second, delivers. Swung on, foul tip into the catcher's mitt for out number 2. Callahan goes down, bringing up Josh Hankins. Hankins, 2 for 3 with a walk, a home run, a single, and a flyout. So Hankins has had a successful night. And he will face Livesey for the first time tonight. He calls time and steps back out. Livesey gonna face Hankins, as they have not seen each other yet in this game. That one low for ball 1. Livesey steps back on, toes the rubber. The 1-0 pitch, to Hankins. He checks second, delivers. That one. Strike, as it found the bottom of the zone for strike 1. 1-1 now as the count moves to even. Runner on second is Lamb. Not much of a lead over there. That one in there. Lower outside portion. So it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now to Hankins. Livesey can get out of this one with a strikeout here. There's the pitch. It is dribbled over to shortstop Degenhart. Throw on to first in time for out number 3. So we move on to the 8th inning of play. 6-0 Bucs as they strike for 1 on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left on base. We go on to the 8th where your Chinooks try and get something going. We'll be back in just moments. New pitcher for the Bucs as we lead things off in the 8th inning. It is Eduardo Torres. Torres has 1 appearance, and he allowed 1 hit, 1 run, and it was earned. He has not recorded an out, I don't believe, as his innings is showing up as 0.0. So he looks like he just came in, pitched and gave up a run and was pulled, is what his stats tell me. That one is a strike to Oliver Degenhart, who leads off for the Chinooks here in the top of the 8th. Degenhart is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Torres, hometown of Phoenix, Arizona, plays for Ottawa University in Arizona. This one is fouled back by Oliver Degenhart. So it's 1-2 now. Both these teams starting to go through their pitchers, trying to use all the arms they can and whatever arms they can as we near the end of the year. Swung on and missed. So that is another strikeout for Degenhart today. And out number 1 for the Chinooks. Brady Groves comes to the plate. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts as well. He stands in to face Eduardo Torres. That pitch in there for strike 1. The Chinooks are scoreless still as the score is 6-0 Bucs. That one outside for ball 1. So 1-1 with 1 out, nobody on. Torres comes set. Here's the pitch. It is in the bottom portion of the zone, right over the plate, for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Groves. Torres delivers. Breaking ball was fouled off for strike 2. So the 1-2 pitch now to Groves as he stands in. Bucs infield playing straight up. Center fielder playing a little to the left. And the outfield for them is a bit shallow. Count even at 2-2. Pitch. Lined over to the right fielder for an out. That ball was hit straight to him. As it was good contact, but just unfortunate for Groves, as it was the right fielder, Hunsaker, who didn't really even have to move. It'll bring up Sam Kwabnoski. He is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout as he comes up to the plate for his 3rd appearance facing Eduardo Torres. This one lifted into foul territory, out of play for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike now to Kwabnoski. Torres gets the sign from catcher Lamb. Comes set. Delivers. That was a sidearm pitch. Well outside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike now to Kwabnoski. And another one of the sidearm pitches there that is found the same spot, right down the middle of the other batter's box for ball 2. So the 2-1 pitch now to Kwabnoski. That one belted into center field for a base hit. So Kwabnoski aboard with a single. That is only the Chinooks' third hit today. And that one comes courtesy of Sam Kwabnowski. Peyton Neiman comes to the plate as the designated hitter. He pitched back in the 6th inning. And we'll come to the plate now, ready to see what Torres has. He is 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. That one, a heater right down the middle, called a strike. So it is no balls and 1 strike. Checks first. And here's the pitch. This one chopped down the first base side, and he will just tag Neiman for out number 3. That is going to do it for the top of the 8th. Chinooks go down with no runs across on 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th where the Bucs look to extend their lead. They lead it 6-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the 8th. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium, where the new pitcher for the Chinooks warming up on the mound right now is Shane Steffen. Steffen has had 1 appearance. It was in relief, so no starts, no wins, no losses for him. It was 1 inning. He gave up no hits, no runs, no earned runs. And that makes up an ERA of 0.00. So very fabulous, although it was a limited amount of work. But nevertheless, he did what he was supposed to in his time on the mound. He is out of Lancaster Bible College. Anchor JK is his hometown. So he is pitching in front of the home crowd. Stands in at 5'9", 170. He is normally an infielder, but as I said, we're getting down to the end of the season, and we are throwing whoever we can. Beautiful catch made by Jacob Hayes on a liner, hard hit. And he had to extend all the way up and jump to make it. But that is a quick out for number 26, Max Ross, who led off for the Bucs. It'll bring up Peyton Knowles. He is 0 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 groundouts. So Steffen delivers now to Knowles. That one found the bottom of the zone for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike now to Knowles. So Steffen already come in and recording an out. This one is lifted into left field. Underneath it's Brady Groves. He'll squeeze it. Oh, he drops it. It was in his glove, and just his glove went limp, and it fell out. So it is an error, and Knowles reaches second on the error.
Number 10, Dylan.
There's no excuses there for Groves. I'm not sure what to say about it, but just a mistake, and those happen. As it brings up Dylan Maltby with 1 out and 1 on. Maltby, he is 0 for 2 with 2 walks, a strikeout, and a flyout. That pitch missed for ball 1. So if that run is pushed across, it will not be an earned run for Stefan. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Maltby, as the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. 1's all the way around. That pitch in the turf for ball 2. Got a soccer game going on in the background over at Anchorage Football Stadium. Youth soccer game. That one high for ball 3. Above the head of Maltby. So it's 3-1 now. Wind blowing out to left, as it hasn't been a windy day, but it's picking up now. Stefan will step off to face Maltby as he toes the rubber and comes back. The 3-1 pitch to Maltby. Here it is. Finds the zone as the count moves to full. 3-2 now. Runner on second with 1 out. Stefan checks second. It is Knowles. Pitch. Just low and away as he'll take first on balls. That is Dylan Maltby, who will trot on to first. So first and second now for the Bucs, excuse me. 1 out, 2 on. It is now Riley Hunsaker. Hunsaker is 1 for 2 with a single, a fly out, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Strike 1 delivered by Stefan. It is Maltby on first. Knowles on second. Stefan checks second and delivers this one. Grounded softly to Hayes. He'll flip on over to Stefan in time for out number 2. So it's fielded by Hayes. And
Number 3, Rob Vandergriff.
he was able to get it in time to Stefan. So that is out number 2. Brings up Robert Vandegrift. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Stefan comes set and delivers. Runners on second and third. That is a strike on the outside portion. It is Knowles on third, Maltby on second. Stefan looking to get out of this inning without any damage done. It is 1 ball, 1 strike as that one missed. Count is even. Stefan kicks and deals. That one high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now for Vandegrift. Resting the bat on his shoulder. He'll wave it and rest it there. As the pitch comes, he pokes it foul down the right field side. 2 balls, 2 strikes now as the count is even at 2-2 with 2 outs and 2 on. It is 6-0 Bucs here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Stefan high as the count moves to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Stefan, the payoff pitch here. Runners will be on the move with a full count and 2 outs. That one high, and that will load him up. Bases full of Bucs. And it will bring us back to the top of the order with Cole Carlin.
Number 23,
Carlin is 3 for 5 with 3 singles, a strikeout, and a ground out. Stefan to face Carlin now for the first time today. And he is going to try and get out of this without damage, but bases loaded and a dangerous hitter. It's not the ideal situation for Stefan, but it is not out of the realm of possibility. 1 ball, no strikes. With 2 outs, bases loaded. Pitch lifted high into right field, and underneath it is Kwabnowski, and that will do it. Stefan gets out of it. No runs on no hits. There was no errors, or excuse me, there was 1 error. Peyton Knowles reached on an error, and there was 3 left on base. We go on to the top of the 9th, where the Bucs look to close it out. Closer in for the Bucs is going to be Brett Castillo. He wears a number 22. He has only 1 appearance. It was in relief. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, and it makes up an ERA of 0.00. He is out of Cal State Dominguez Hills, hometown North Tustin, California. Stands in at 6'3". That would be a sight to behold if he was pitching at 3 foot. 205 pounds. Leading off for the Chinooks here in the top of the 9th in their last-ditch effort, it is Dusty Eisenagel, the catcher. Eisenagel 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. 1 ball, no strikes to Eisenagel. Pitch from Castillo. Outside and high for ball 2. 2-0 now to Eisenagel as he finds himself ahead quickly. Two and 0 for Dusty. Castillo delivers. That one in there for strike 1. So 2-1 now to Eisenagel as he digs in. That is the newly engaged Dusty Eisenagel, as he proposed to his girlfriend last night at Lee Jordan Field. This one is lifted high over to shortstop. Out number 1 as it falls into the glove of...
Number 15, Jaden Hill.
Who is that? It is Will Burns. As Will Burns scooched over to second as when Vandergriff came into the ballgame. Bring up Jaden Hill. Jaden Hill now. He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. 1 down, nobody on for the Chinooks. 1 ball, no strikes to Hill after that first pitch missed. Here's the pitch from Castillo. This one grounded over to third. Throw over from Vandergriff in time for out number 2. So 2 down now, nobody on. Last chance for the Chinooks here in this game at Mulcahy Stadium is Jacob Hayes. He is 1 for 3 with a strikeout, double, and a flyout. So Hayes will step in to face Castillo. Here in the top of the 9th. Pitch from Castillo. In there, strike 1. Breaking ball. That found the bottom portion of the zone. No balls, 1 strike now for Hayes. Pitch from Castillo. Here it comes. That one. Curve ball outside, well outside in the other batter's box for ball 1. Count moves to even at 1-1. Hayes steps in. See the 1-1 pitch. Castillo comes set. Here it is. Low for ball 2. So Hayes now just ahead in the count. Castillo delivers swing and a miss for Hayes. That was a big swing, and it came up empty. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on for the Chinooks. Castillo. Here's the pitch. It is low, and it is 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. The payoff pitch now for Castillo. 1 pitch, and this one could be over. 1 swing, and we could keep moving. This one swung on and missed. This game is history as Jacob Hayes swings through that one for strike 3. That is 3 outs, and we are done. 6-0, your final score from Mulcahy Stadium. That was the Chinooks' last game in Anchorage, as we will go back to Chugiak tomorrow to face the Oilers. That is at 6 o'clock. There was no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And final score 6-0. I will get you final tallies here in a moment. For the Bucs, it was 6 runs on 6 hits. So very efficient day for them. And no errors. And 11 left on base. So I take it back. They left a lot on base. But that was a courtesy of the many walks from the Chinooks. On the Chinook side, it was no runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on base. So the Chinooks fall at the hands of the leading Bucs. 6-0. We will be back in Chugiak tomorrow, 6 o'clock at Lee Jordan Field, taking on the Peninsula Oilers for the last time this year. we will hope to see you then. On behalf of AIA and the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks, this has been Clayton Jackson. Thank you to all who listened and stuck with us. We appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow on the Chinooks Network. We hope you join us. This has been Clayton Jackson signing off.